Ladies, put your hands together for the host of The Tonight Show, Bernie Riley!
How are you guys doing tonight? Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Guys, the production company called me up this week and they're like, Bern, we might have to make some cuts to the show. And I started to cry a little bit. But then they said, they're just kidding, we're doing it again. Make some noise, let's go. I got an amazing guest with me tonight. Her name might start with it might be 2 letters, might be 4 letters. I forget. Her name is Casey. Make some noise, come on. Welcome, Casey, to the show. All right. Casey, are you glad to be here tonight?
I'm so glad to be here tonight. Thanks for having me, Bernie.
No problem. I'm so glad that you're here, honestly. I am out of breath. I was running a lot today. Oh, my. Okay. How's school today? You still go to school?
Yeah, I do it every once in a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into this. The Tonight Show starring Bernie Riley. We're going to get into this. Casey, a little inside information. Somebody told me that you actually started coming to Sozo from a high school campus experience.
That's
you know,
true.
the stuff that they do at the schools, right? We learned about it in our last episode about Seneca Valley. Shout out to them. Would you tell me a little bit about your story on how you were impacted at a high school campus experience?
Yeah, so I was in and out of church my whole life. I knew God but never had a personal relationship with him. And when I went to high school campus, I saw the leaders there just filled with such a passion for God and filled with his love that they had to go out with share it. And it showed me that I could have a personal relationship with him. And it led me to rededicate my life at high school campus, and I started coming to Sozo.
Come on. That's awesome. Yes. Don't mind me. I'm going to take a sip. Okay. So, that's awesome, though. That's incredible stuff. So the production, they told me that we don't got enough time like last time, sadly. But I'm still glad that you were able to come onto the show today. I just want to ask you about this. You see all these students. Can you count all of them?
No.
I couldn't either. But there's a lot, as you can tell. And I guarantee you there's some of them in this room that aren't connected to a high school campus experience. Whether that is through starting their own, there isn't one at their school, or they're just not connected to one at their own school, you know? What would you give advice to that person? Say their name is like Robert, right? What would you say to Robert?
I would tell Robert to step out in that... Oh.
Yeah, Robert?
Yeah, Robert.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
yeah, Robert, yeah. Bob for short, yeah. Robert, yeah.
I would tell Robert to step out in faith and just know that that God will lead him and God's grace will cover everything that he's doing in high school campus. And if you already have a high school campus, I just encourage you to keep going with what you're doing because those are going to make such an amazing impact in your schools.
Come on. That's awesome. That's incredible. I bet you somebody out here is probably not named Robert, but that person that is in place for Robert was touched by that. Come on. Give it up for Casey again. That was awesome. Last question. I probably should have asked you this at the beginning. What school do you go to, man?
I go to Elwood City Lincoln High School.
Elwood City? Sounds like somebody's from Elwood. Raise your hand if you're from Elwood City.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good amount. Dang. They're shouting across the room. There's a conversation going on. I'm intrigued. The conversation stopped because I called it out. Let's go. All right. Casey, thank you for joining us. I was going to hold up. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my production guy, Jeff, he just called me. He said, you just talk to my ear. We got earpieces here. That's how high tech we are. He just told me that there's something going on tonight, maybe. Is it high school campus experience interest meeting?
That's true.
That's what it's called?
That's true.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
No. Really?
Yeah, that's true.
Can you just give us tiny details about it? Like what's it about?
Yeah, this meeting tonight, you can get started with your own high school campus experience.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
Really?
What?
Really?
Yo, what?
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Is that it?
Well, and if there already is one at your school, you can get involved and start going.
Come on, let's go. Yes. Robert, wherever you are at, tonight's the night for you. Tonight is the night. Oh, come on. It's incredible. Sadly, like I said, the production company called me up. They did actually tell me I have to make some cuts. Time is one of them. So sadly, we're out of time. But can you get a hand for Casey? Come on. Thank you, Casey, for joining the show tonight.
Thanks for having me.